There were some gasps in the audience just now, you know? Someone has put something out recently. It's Chungha.
Hello all and howdy Meowers, RYZ, rise.
Wow! Oh my god, guys, we have a celebrity! What the heck? Hello, everybody, and hello, welcome, Rise. Wow, oh my god, it's so great to have you back again. Oh my god, how have you been? How has life been? How has stardom been treating you?
Not well.
Oh my god. Oh. Did you want to talk about it?
No, I'm here to talk about K-pop.
Oh my god.
I'm here to talk about K-pop current events.
Okay. RYZ, rise.
Thank you.
Not
Use the
to be-
hashtag RYZ, rise to the top, hashtag rise to the top, RYZ, rise.
Yes, not to be confused with the K-pop group Rise.
Yeah,
completely, like, RYZ Rise came first.
Yeah.
The original.
So, yeah. K-pop current events is what we are talking about today in this BlushCat podcast episode. And you might be wondering, well, how is that going to be any different from your open mic nights? Well, current events is more like we got some topics. Unlike open mic night, it was just we literally planned nothing and we talked about whatever we wanted to. No plans, no relevancy to anything whatsoever. This does have relevancy. It has to be somewhat, recent, somewhat of a current event. But it doesn't have to be like, it's not our comeback special. So we're not talking about comebacks only. We could be talking about content. But we did kind of decide beforehand what we wanted to be talking about.
Yeah, and we will be talking about some like comeback adjacent type, things. But it's like, do we really talk about them during the comeback special because it's like maybe a Japanese release or it's something a little bit more like, random like that, not like a real quote unquote comeback. So, yeah.
Right. So, should we jump right in with a comeback that happened?
Sure.
Yes. This is like, we mentioned it before in the February comebacks episode. We were like, should we talk about it now? We didn't really have time. So we're talking about Billlie because they had a Japanese release. So let's share just what we thought about that. I'll start by saying I really like it, and I saw the concept photos and I was really intrigued by them. I thought their styling was very interesting. It's called a domino butterfly effect. And so they had I think they had those looks in the music video. So you probably saw them. But I thought the styling was very interesting and they had some cool makeup and accessories, stuff like that. So I just thought the music video was interesting and pretty as well. And I like the choreography and I like the song itself. They did a dance practice for it, so I thought that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with pretty much everything you said, except I can't really say anything about the concept photos because I didn't see them, but I thought that the music video is really pretty. I liked it. It's got the surreal element to it. I like how they kind of at first I was kind of I wish that they put some of the choreography in the music video because I saw the choreography. I really like the flow of it. I think it's really satisfying. I like it. And I was like, they don't have any choreography in the music video. But then I was like, no, I kind of get it. It's a whole vibe to have them not doing much. The part where they're just sitting and the rollerblades on and stuff. It gives it that extra element of sort of a surreal weirdness to it.
Yeah.
So I like that. And I like the song. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, the Billlie videos are usually you're kind of ooh, what's going on here? Or ooh, why are they doing that? The shots are always kind of unique and they're always doing something interesting. So the song is very magical. It's on its own, and it reminds me of Nature's debut song. Not sure if anybody's gonna know what that is, but it is like apparently Nature's debut was a remake of an anime opening song. So I
Whoa,
of
that's
course
crazy.
get like anime vibes from this Billlie song as well. It also a little bit reminds me of the Rainbow Road music from Mario Kart 64 specifically, because that's the only Rainbow Road music that I really know. But like I always thought that about Nature's song, just like, you know, the vibe and the energy you get when you're playing Rainbow Road, and it's like the music is like extra magical there. That's the vibe.
I feel like I can understand that. Like, I feel like maybe I'd want to do like a, you know, a comparison or like a revisit, you know, now that I have that in mind. But even without it, like going that far, I feel like I can get what you're saying. That's yeah, like it's very like Rainbow Road is very like flowy, but like, you know,
Yeah.
sort of like, and that's kind of like Domino, like, yeah, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I think, and I saw like them do I saw the dance practice, I saw the music video, and I saw them do like a performance of it, and they all had like butterfly, you know, elements to their outfits and stuff. Like, I liked that too. That aspect was fun as well. So just overall, like, I don't have any bad things to say about it. I like the credits that they put at the end of the video too, you know, like it's all good.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about 10 now from Wavy NCT, that 10, the 10. Because he had his like official solo debut in February, and we didn't get a chance to talk about that either. So his title track was called Nightwalker, but he had a couple other songs on a mini album called 10. So why don't you go ahead and talk about Nightwalker?
Oh, okay. So yeah, this one, it's got like, I think I said in the, you know, comeback episode that I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did, or something like that. And so yeah, it's got a little bit of like a wavy Phantom vibe to it. So like that, you know, I can understand how I would like this one because I like that one. But it's just really like, when I first saw I didn't see it first by seeing the music video. I saw it first by seeing that like performance video that he did of it. And so it was just like, you know, dancing. And
it's just dancing.
When I saw that, I kind of thought, okay, yeah, sure. It's really good. Like, he did a really good job, but I just don't really care about it. But after seeing it with the music video, I really like, I get it. And I like it a lot more in that way. Like, I thought it was really interesting, the music video. Like, I thought it made the song, because the music video is so like, I don't want to say cinematic in the sense that it seems like it's got, you know, like big, like cinematic shots, but like cinematic in like the movie, you know, storytelling aspect. Yeah. It's cinematic. And like, I like it, and it's creepy, and like I think that the times that the dancing is shown, it's really like effective, and it's, you know, I like a lot of the things about it. And it also just made me feel like the song in general would be really cool for a movie, like a movie montage scene of like, you know, something's going down, you know, like the villain's getting ready or something. Like, it just seemed like I liked it a lot, like when I thought of it and like saw it in that light, you know, in that capacity. So yeah, I mean, I am surprised, but at the same time not that much because of Wavy Phantom, but I enjoyed it.
That's good to hear.
He did a good job.
Yeah, I'm glad that you are, you know, recognizing like that. It's good, because I have always been like a fan of 10 and like his style. And so I was excited that he was finally getting like an official solo debut. And so I thought that the Nightwalker music video, like you said, like the story aspect of it was pretty cool. His styling was definitely very unique, and like I'm just glad to see as well the performance video of it, because his dancing is like, he's one of my favorite dancers in K-pop. So I thought that his like talent and, artistry was very well showcased in both the music video and the performance video. But I just think, the song is like got that like creepy aspect to it, like Wavy Phantom, but like it's a bop, so like that makes it pretty cool. And it reminds me of his Hit the Stage performances, which I'm a big fan of. He had, the devil performance, and so it just reminds me of that. And I think it's a good song. I would say now that it's been out for like about a month now, and Cravity has had their new EP as well. I can say that Cravity had a B-side called Worst Thriller on their Evershine EP, and I think that 10 Nightwalker like totally has a similar vibe. Like they fit really well together. I really like Gravity's song Worst Thriller, and like you just like get those same sort of creepy vibes, but it's like, oh, I don't know, I really like the essence of those songs. So yeah, I like his title track. He also had a little bit of promotion on like music show stages for his song Water. Did you happen to catch a performance of that?
I did not. Sorry, 10.
Okay, well, I will just talk about it for a minute. I just want to say I really particularly like the styling that he had on Music Core with the vest and the glasses. And the song itself, it's very like old school, almost like TVXQ. I want to say maybe like Shinhwa, like you remember like their sort of sound, like I feel like it's got something like that in it.
Okay.
But it makes me think like he's such a good dancer, like watching the performances of that. So yeah, that was my thoughts specifically on Water. But the rest of the songs, he had like a track video for one of the songs called Lie With You, and then he also had a performance film. Did you see either of those?
No.
Okay. So I liked them all. This album that he has is all English. Okay, like he he released the English album. He's released a couple songs in the past that are usually, they're all English as well. But for anybody who doesn't know, he is Thai, but he is in Wavy, which is the Chinese NCT subunit, but NCT is K-pop. So there's a lot going on. So to have this English release is, he made that choice, but I think it was fine. I would say that a lot of the K-pop artists that have had like English albums, or like they only do English singles now, personally I'm like not like a fan of the sound that ends up happening, like the style or like the genre it seems to shift into. Like it's farther from K-pop, but I like the sound of 10's album. I don't really have any problems with it. It also feels like the songs are very suitable for dance. So I like the vibes of the album as well.
I still think it's crazy that song is in all English, because I had heard it twice and then you brought up the fact that it was all in English and I was like, are you kidding me? I had no clue. And then I literally have gone back and heard it a third time now and I still didn't remember. Like until you just said it again, I was like, oh yeah, it's apparently, so I've been told, all in English, but I don't even notice. Like, and that is the sign of like, doing something in all English without it affecting the like sound that you normally have,
with K-pop.
Yes,
right?
like when 17 had Darling, and I didn't notice that was all in English after hearing it multiple times either, because it's just like the songs still sound like their songs or like K-pop songs. Like, you know, it doesn't sound like they shifted and did a different sort of song or a different sort of genre when they did the all English song.
Right.
And so I just, yeah, like that's really good. That's
Yeah.
like English words. The English language is not the problem ever. When we say we don't like all English stuff sometimes, it's just because it's not the type of music that we were expecting. But yeah, so that's song being in all English, like I don't even know.
Yeah. But one of the things, like I was saying about the track videos, he had the track video for his song Lie With You, and that I thought was good. Like I liked it. I thought it had fun vibes, and his performance film that he had was like, it had a couple different songs from his mini album, like, you know, playing in the background, but it was also still, I guess, very creepy, and like it kind of tied in with the music video, and so, you know, it is a little bit of a story as well, but I thought it was good. Dangerous is a song that he has on the album, and the part where he dances to it in his performance film reminds me of Juyeon from the Boyz dance video, which is so good, and I thought that this was so good. So if you like a little bit of like a retro sort of sound, it has that. And yeah, I'm glad that, like I said, he got a solo album because he really deserves it, and I think that he's really talented, and yeah, I liked it. So now I think we should talk about ZB1 because they had a Japanese debut officially.
Okay.
So they had the song Yura Yura and a music video for that. And we can also talk about another music video which they released recently. It's like, I don't think it's labeled as a music video, is it? I don't know. It's For Our Season, which you would probably know is on their debut EP. So like they are like just releasing that now. So we can talk about both, but let's start with the Japanese debut. I guess I'll just say that I right away, when I saw the teasers, I was very surprised because it looked like they were stepping out of the, you know, fake set box a little bit with this. And I was really loving how it was like looking like a drama. And I just thought, even like the, you know, the I don't know what you would call it, like the end screen where the logo comes on, like, or like how they had all the text on the screen, it looked so nice. Like I just thought it looked quality.
Okay, that's good. That's, I mean, based off of our previous, you know, thoughts about some of ZB1's music videos, that's good.
Yeah. And the song, you know, really catchy, and it's fun. It's still like, you know, a bright song like their debut sort of sound, and I always like flowery concepts, so I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point. Maybe it was unintentional, but it makes me appreciate it a little bit more, because initially I just sort of thought, okay, yeah, it's very pretty, you know, it's very pretty sounding, upbeat pretty though. And yeah, like the whole music video is just got this like pretty vibe to it, you know, like lots of hearts and pink. And I thought it was a little awkward that it was released after Valentine's Day because it's so like pink heart everywhere and it's close to Valentine's Day. But yeah, I just thought, yeah, I mean, it's pretty and it's nice, but I forgot that I have maybe not thought that some of their other music videos were necessarily that quality looking. Sometimes they looked a little rougher on the edges, but you know, it was never ZB1's fault. Like it was just, I didn't really get the you know, directive, the art direction. No, the you know, I didn't really. Some of the shots were just a little like, some of the CGI honestly was a little. But yeah, this was, I didn't have any problems with this one. Like in those terms, you know, it was just nice and pretty.
Yeah. So what about Our Season? How do you feel about that? I'll say first that I didn't like I haven't caught up with ZBTV yet, but I'm pretty sure that this is like, you know, an idea that they had on ZBTV, and so they made a music video for it, and that's why it's coming out now. But I'm not positive because I didn't like watch the recent ZBTV episodes yet, so sorry. But yeah, what do you think about their music video for that?
I thought it was interesting. Like, this is a song that I really liked from the album when it was released, and so it's cool that there's a video for it. I was a little like a little confused about what was going on, because it does, you know, do like a lot of switching, but I mean, that's the point, is for it to be that way. But I mean, I didn't really, I don't know, like, it's just, it didn't necessarily really add anything to the song for me. Like, I already liked the song. Like, maybe it's because they're so far apart, you know, from when the song was released and when this video was added. But like, I could still very easily just like listen to the song rather than like go to this video for it. What did you think?
I was honestly like, I'm kind of feeling the same way that you're feeling about it. Like, I don't really need the video, but I was glad to see that they had one. And I thought that it was cool that even though it's a song from their first EP, they're putting a video out for a song from it now. And I really like the song Our Season, but if you listened to the track by track that I did on the Youth in the Shade album, I talked about like an idea that I had if they ever did a music video for this song, and it's like very far from that, like in actuality. So it's like a little, like, it's not the direction I would have gone in, but it does still have a bit of like a drama aspect, and it reminds me in like some of the parts of the Pentagon Violet music video, which I really love, so that's good. And Our Season really reminds me of like a Pentagon song, so that's good, I guess. But yeah, it's just not really what I was picturing, but yeah. So that's really it for ZB1's current events as far as, you know, we're caught up with. There's somebody else though that we can talk about who has put content out recently, and that is Chungha. And it's been a long time since we could say that, right?
Yeah, there were some gasps in the audience just now. You know, someone has put something out recently. It's Chungha.
Yeah, so she is gearing up finally for a comeback.
She's ready.
She is ready. So yeah, you, I'm assuming, saw that little video that she had, right?
Well, I saw that it existed. I didn't actually watch it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I was like, do I watch this? Like, is it going to be that relevant to me to watch it? I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I know it's so short. I should have just watched it, but
I think that we can, you know, we're going to talk about Chungha when we do the March comeback episode, okay? So don't worry, everyone. We'll talk about like more like in depth on these people's comebacks that are happening in March. So she did have like a little, it's like a performance video teaser thing. Like, it's not a full length of a song, but you know, she had that, and it's like, whoa, she's coming back finally. Amazing. And so I watched that and I was like, yes, Chungha, she's bringing the vibes. She's finally coming back and it's good. I'm ready. And so now she has released a song with Hongjung from ATEEZ, and there's a video for that. And I've seen that already, and I'll just say that I think that's a cool collaboration that she did, and I like that, and I'll save the rest of my thoughts for the March comeback episode, I guess.
I'll be sure to thoroughly check everything out by then.
Okay. How about the Boyz? Have you seen any of their material? Because they are getting ready to have a March comeback as well.
Yes, I saw their video for whatever it was called.
Hurt Me Less?
Yes. Hurt Me Less. I saw that.
Okay. What are your thoughts on it?
the tone shift. I was really just like, I mean, I kind of always forget that they did watch it, even though I liked that and I enjoyed it. But I keep thinking in my mind lip gloss, you know, like lip gloss is sort of the last thing they did the last time we saw them. It's not, but that's what in my brain I'm remembering. And so the tone shift from the lip gloss to this, but also the tone shift from Watch It to this still would be like, because this is serious, you know?
Yeah.
And Watch It and lip gloss and a lot of their songs are so like, I mean, light, like lip gloss was light, Watch It wasn't, but they're so like, I feel like unserious almost, you know, like it's just for the song performance aspect, you know, it's like we're just making music, right? But then this one is like, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
It's really like, it's a real tone shift, but I think that they do a good job, you know, I think that they deliver. I think that they're capable of doing this, and it's just that it was like, it was unexpected. Like I saw the concept photos or like, you know, behind sort of stuff from Eric, because I follow him on Instagram. And so like I knew like, you know, the vibe of like whatever they were working on looked like, but I still didn't expect it to necessarily like also sound like, and the tone to be like, you know, a little bit more like dark and serious like that. I thought like, well, yeah, sure, they look like that, but it'll still be like the Boyz song. But yeah, they did a good job, and I'm looking forward to like, so is that like a pre-release or something? That's not their like actual comeback, or
I'm actually honestly like, I'm not sure what that is classified as. I watched the short film and I realized, wait, this is turning into just like a song,
right?
Like, so I don't think it's like technically a pre-release. It's not really labeled very well. I don't know if somewhere I missed something, like, and they announced it, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like the first song on the album or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, more of whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah, me too. I thought that short film that they had kind of like reminded me of Walking in Time and also Butterfly, and I think that's a vibe that they haven't brought to the table in a long time. So I like, you know, I'm kind of intrigued to see what the actual comeback is going to be like based on this vibe that they're bringing now. And I also thought that the Hurt Me Less song that I was hearing, like, it turned into a little bit of like a rock sound, which is something I've like never really heard from the Boyz. So that was different as well. So I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. This is for Fantasy Part 3. So Lip Gloss was the first part, and then Watch It, and now this. So yeah.
I think it's interesting too to see that, like, I mean, I don't know how serious seeming the, like, you know, promoted title track or whatever will be, but it's interesting to see that they are going for like a very clearly different sound for each one of these three that are like all part of this, you know, trilogy.
Yeah. Also, I just liked the styling for like the concept photos and stuff in the video. Yeah, I thought it was nice.
It was.
Well, let's talk about NCT Dream.
Okay.
Because that is a big current event. Everyone's talking about it. I'm talking about it. RYZ, rise, hashtag rise to the top. So NCT Dream is having another comeback. Woohoo! So they've got a lot going on, actually. So we're going to talk about NCT Dream for a bit, shall we? We should. We should start by talking about, like we said, the fact that they're having a comeback. Have you seen their like little films that they've put out?
I saw the one with Jisung.
Oh, okay.
And yes, I know,
nice.
I know what everybody's thinking, okay? Of course, Jisung is her bias. Of course, she would only check out the one with Jisung. It's just kept showing up. Like, it was, like, I knew that one existed. And then it was a little bit later that I saw, oh, there's another one. And I was like, well, but I mean, I already watched one of them, so I get the idea.
Okay. So, well, what did you think?
Well, I don't, honestly, like, to be, you know, to be really straight with you all, this is not what did I think. This is a separate thing I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not really actually that for taking in a lot of content beforehand, before the like title track promotional song, because sometimes it like, you know, makes my expectations like confusing, you know, like I'm like expecting one thing and then you get something else and you're just like, oh, like, so I don't understand why I watched that like music video teaser, because like it didn't really help me like to be teased for this music video. Like it was kind of irrelevant, like, you know.
Yeah, I
things
get
like that
With
can happen.
K-pop, it's like a lot of the times it's like the teaser is nothing like the actual comeback.
Yeah, so sometimes I just kind of like stay away from like all of the stuff that happens beforehand, you know, because I don't want to get too much like, oh, it's gonna be like this, and like, oh, did you see that part? That's gonna be, and then it's not. So yeah, that's, you know, I did just check out like one thing rather than trying to like, you know, cover all of it. Like, and with Chungha too, you know, it's like But what did I think about Jisung's? So it's like escape room sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that seems like that's what happens, and I'm like, oh, that's why it's called like, you know, escape kind of. I thought it was interesting. Like, of course, it's got that like, trope. What would you call it? Not a trope, maybe, but it's got that thing with all the kids sitting at the tables, you know, and it's like we've seen this before, right? But like that's the vibe. But the dancing I did not expect. I did not know that he knew how to do that kind of dancing. I mean, I knew he was a dancer, but like I think like it looked very artistic, you know, like the dance body movements really looked like he knows how to dance that way. It wasn't like, okay, and now you're gonna do these moves. It looked very like picturesque, you know. And so it was interesting, it was intriguing, and I have no clue what I'm supposed to anticipate from that, but it at least was something that I found interesting and not something that I thought, oh, I don't know about this.
Okay.
Because if you don't follow along, for me personally, I don't end up liking a lot of NCT songs. NCT Dream gives me the best hope usually, but really it's just like Best Friend Ever that I've liked. So so if anyone's like, excuse me, like I'm offended, like this is not coming from a
Dreams In.
Okay, I was gonna call myself a dreamy, but I know that's what they're called, not what I'm called. But from a Dreams In, what did you think of it?
Well, why don't you think about everything? Think about everything you said about it, and now that's the reason that I really liked it.
Right. Okay. So you, of course, like to you, it's just like a 100. You know? Yeah. Okay. I understand.
I mean, like it had a story. Like it pulled me in. I was like, ooh, what's happening here? The dancing, the artistry. Yeah, that's like right. Exactly. Like it's what I want. So yeah.
And who else? Do all of the people have one at this point as we're talking about this?
Not Chanla yet.
Okay.
So, but Mark and Haechan's came out, and Jano and Renjun had one. Oh, not Jaemin. Jaemin and Chanla have to do it. So yeah, I have seen all of the 3 that are out so far, and I think they're all very compelling. Definitely like dark for NCT Dream.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, oh, what's the comeback gonna be like then? It's called Smoothie though, so I really don't know. Like,
you see, this is the thing.
But I still thought it was good. Like their acting is like, you know, surprising because we haven't really seen like this like style from them. But I'm drawn in to what's happening.
Are they all like Jisung's where they're like in that, you know, institution or whatever, yes, and then they're in a cell sort of thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like a very like artistic. If anybody has seen Just Be Damage and the like content for that music video, it's that, like basically they're doing very similar like things. So I think, obviously that, like you called it, trope, I guess. We can't think of the word. But
Yeah, that makes it sound like cheap, but it's not.
That's like, a thing that they're doing. So
Right.
I get that. But, I'm glad that they are given this like opportunity. They're having these little like short teaser film concept video things. Like they're getting stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They're also getting another world tour. Just saying. Third world tour will be happening.
Get ready.
So I mean, they literally like, it sounds to me when I heard that, I was like, seriously? Like they literally, like, it seems like they just finished their last one. Like, are they going to be constantly touring from this point? But a lot of people are excited about that. So hopefully it's not like, too much. It can be a lot, and we had to see some like members not at every like tour date at the last time. So hopefully it's more positives than negatives.
Mark's schedule will be forever filled.
Yeah. So what else is current? How about we talk about chillin'?
Okay. Episode 1. Episode 1 came out. It was good. I liked it.
Yes. And she liked it, everyone. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I liked it. I've seen the Chillins.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks like it's starting off strong,
Yeah.
It, at the very least, is going to be offering up some more grocery shopping content, which we talked about loving. So that's good. Good thing to look forward to. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to more episodes of that.
Cool. It turns out that, like, I went back to check their little scheduler for this comeback, and the next episode comes out tomorrow. So, like, I realized, wait a minute, these are gonna have to come out before, like, the comeback happens, because that's usually what happens. So I'm like, there's no way, like, I know the comeback is in March, so if it's once a week, they're not gonna get them all out in time. But they're more frequent than once a week, which is great. So we've got episode 2 to look forward to. I think that it's like interesting so far that they have already done an activity. Like they went and they did like a laser tag type of thing outside, which was fun. And like also the place that they're in doesn't seem to have much. Like, I mean, the first place, if you compare it to that, they had like there were things everywhere in the house and like outside. But this place is very empty, so it's like a little bit different so far. I just hope they don't take away the relaxing vibes too much.
Yeah, well, they better not, because otherwise they're gonna have to change the name.
Yeah. They also had another content recently with Triple J.
Oh, Triple J.
Triple J. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say it with you and like show that I really like know what you're talking about, and like like I'm in this.
Triple J. What did you think? You've got your bias in it.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Jisung, he really proved how he's my bias. Like he really was spitting a lot of straight facts. I was like, yes, yes, exactly. Breathe before eating, of course. Very relatable. And I'm not being sarcastic, guys. I know that it might sound like that was sarcasm. It's not. So this is very serious. I enjoyed it. I want to see more. I want to see more of Triple J. I think
everyone cheered. Everyone agreed.
I think that the vibes were very, honestly weird, but it was done in a way that worked, And I enjoyed the like casualness of it, like the just chattingness of it. And they had some pasta, so that was good.
Yeah. I mean, I liked how chill it was, and the vibes, the vibes are what they usually are. And it was great. Triple J, let's get more of it. And the cake decorating, we brought that back. That's always absolutely chaotic. And so, finally some content. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, Rise, it's about time for the Monsta X portion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
So, hello, everyone. I will today be talking about Monsta X. Now, unfortunately, they're almost all in the military, so there's not much. There's not much to update you on. I'm so sorry if I am Changyun, as you all like to call him. I'm not sure if he's been doing some things and I've missed it. So sorry I don't have any updates on him. But I will be giving many updates on Shownu and a little bit of the Shownu Hyungwon subunit, even though he's gone. So I don't understand how they get to release things, but I guess that's just the way the world works nowadays. So first off, let me be more serious. Shownu. He had his New York Fashion Week runway debut. You might have seen it in the Meower Monthly. I'm not sure if we put it there, but hey, shout out to the Meower Monthly. Go and check it out at the end of every month. Instagram, Twitter, you can find it there. Shownu, yes, he walked in the New York Fashion Week runway, and that's a thing. Current events, kind of. You know, it was somewhat current.
Nice.
Good job, Shownu.
Good job.
Also, he has been cast. He has been cast in a musical theater production.
Nice.
Yes, it hasn't happened yet, but you know, someday it will, soon. I don't know the date, but it's called Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812.
Oh my, wow.
And so he's going to be in that. So he had a runway debut. He's going to have his musical theater debut. So, you know, he's doing things, you know?
He's doing it all.
He really, really is. Also, Monsta X, yes. Shownu and Hyungwon, they had a little like Spotify cover thing. Like it's like done by Spotify, or it's like under Spotify. I don't know why, but they covered I Hate You by 2 p.m. and I wasn't too familiar with the original song, but I did watch their cover with, it's got choreography and singing and stuff. I was like, yeah, this is not that bad. Like, I'm not a fan of 2 p.m., but I'm liking this. I think they're doing a great job. And then I went and I checked out the original just to see like how similar it was, how different it was. And it seems, I'm pretty sure that they changed up a lot of the choreography. They modernized it, they made it more like Shownu Hyungwon. And I think that they did a really good job. Like, I personally don't, hate me 2 p.m. fans, but I personally think that they added a lot to the whole experience with the choreography that they added. Did you happen to check that out?
No, I didn't. And I honestly forgot what you said that they covered. So I wanted to check it out. I was like, oh, she talked about that thing that I would like to watch, but I honestly forgot what it was called. So I didn't, but I'm going to, because I'm intrigued to see, and then compare it to the original.
Yeah.
I'm also intrigued to see Shownu's look from Fashion Week, because I didn't see any pictures of that, and I'd like to see how he was styled.
It was interesting. It's just, I feel like I've seen Shownu 5 bajillion times, and he, no offense to Shownu, this is in no way an insult, looks the same almost always, it's like that's the meme about him, it's Shownu. Take a picture of Shownu and it will look like that. It's Shownu. and in this, he does not look like that. He looks different. So that's why I say it like that. But yeah. Also, with Shownu and Hyungwon, this is sort of maybe a little odd to bring up as a current event, because it's definitely not a current event that was the event. But currently, one of the new episodes of Mon Channel that they released, episode 399, on the Monsta X channel, covered it's like Becky footage, behind footage of the Someday Festival that happened in 2023. And I decided to check that out, because I was like, is this the thing where Shownu's wearing the iconic butterfly top? I think it is, but let me check. Because all I'd ever seen were pictures of that. I didn't really delve into it when it was happening. But so I saw that and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I thought it had some, I thought I thought their stage, uh, you know, banter, like, you know, what they were doing when they were up on the stage, like, it was interesting and it was funny and it was just a good time. Like, that was a festival for not just Monbebe, you know, not just Monsta X fans, but it seemed like the audience was, you know, they were big fans, they were enjoying it. And so if anybody knew about that festival but they didn't check out this episode yet, you know, of this footage, I think it's fun. Or just if you, I don't know, I don't know, but it's currently an episode.
Okay.
That's my Monsta X reporting.
Cool.
I'm sorry that I didn't cover more of the other members of the group. I know that they do have like content that gets released on the Monsta X channel and stuff, but I just simply can't keep up with all of it. So I was just like checking in on a few things. But I'm so sorry. I'll do better next time. Monsta X reporting.
It's fine. Let me provide an update officially on Cravity.
Okay, yes, we needed this.
We needed this. I needed this. I would like to happily announce that Cravity has so far got 2 music show wins for Love or Die. We talked about their comeback in the February Kpop Comebacks episode of the BlushCat podcast, and I did make a short regarding this. And, you know, I would just like to say, so far they do still have 2 wins. I really would have liked to see them win again today. They had the show. So if they got like, you know, 2 wins on the same music show for the same comeback, you know, I really would have loved to see that. But they might still have more chances to win this like promotion. I'm not sure, but let's keep hoping. So the song is doing really well, and I'm really glad about that.
Yes, you don't have to be personally offended.
Yeah, I'm not. So that was just like, you know, I wanted to provide that update. But now maybe we can provide a little bit on AMPERS&ONE.
AMPERS&ONE. AMPERS&ONE.
Yep. Well, they are having a comeback in March.
Let's look forward to it. Okay, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
No, so the concept photos have come out, right? Like that's kind of one of the only things? Or?
Yeah, the concept photos. So we can tell that they're doing like sports concept, which is like, you know, still very school. And so, you know, they've still got similar vibe so far.
Similar vibe, but at the same time, it looks maybe a little bit tougher than the past one.
Yeah.
But the big news here, is that we now have seen Kyrell's changed his hair.
Yeah.
I struggle to even say the words because it comes as such a shock. It just seemed like, you know, Kyrell, not to speak for you, but he's quickly been becoming an icon for us, right?
Right, yeah, for sure. Like you might, if you heard like the last time we talked about AMPERS&ONE, like you probably wouldn't know like the developments that have gone on in like, you know, the BlushCat headquarters, if you will.
You watch a couple episodes of Boy Mansion and you never turn back.
It's true.
So, yeah, we kind of just, I mean, I personally just felt like Kyrell, like, you know, that hair that he had before, the blonde hair, it was like part of his identity. It was like, this is Kyrell. Like, I'm like, did he show up with that hair at his audition? Like, is that how he got to be a trainee? You know, it's like, what? It just seems like so iconic because it's so different. And now it's just black and more down, but it still looks good, you know. It looks good, but I couldn't believe that they've changed it like already, you know. Like I thought he would have it for a little longer than just the debut time, but it's already been changed.
Yeah, their concept photos actually like they have like the sport version, but then there were a couple more pictures that almost reminded me of the Boyz, like the way they look in the Hurt Me Less like video. Like, so definitely a little bit of a darker vibe, it seems like, but not sure. It's like, got a little bit of an SM vibe to it almost. So.
Yeah, with all the sports themes.
Yeah. But yes, you did mention Boy Mansion, which we should talk about a little bit. We've only seen the first 2 episodes so far, but trust me, we will be tuning in for more. I mean, right? Like, we've got to tune in for more.
Just like the thumbnails and titles of some of the future ones seems like, oh wow, they did that thing that we like to watch. They did that thing we like to watch.
Yeah. So this is like their content that they make. And, I clicked on the first episode because I thought it had a really funny title. Like, AMPERS&ONE's content is called Boy Mansion. I've got to see what this is. And it was really funny. Like, it's like very strange and awkward and like a what is actually happening type of vibes. But that is like content that can be really funny, like when it's purposely done like that. Which Blitzers actually, not to bring Blitzers into everything, but they started like a new content as well. They only have 1 episode out so far, but like the whole like idea of their content is going to be, it's like, purposely a little rough, like a little bit like memeable type of energy, and I love that.
Yeah, I love anytime groups do like a content piece where they're like acting or playing characters, but it's not like serious acting. Like, right. It's like, so office, being office workers, being students, or these people that, Boy Mansion, they're just being boys, I guess. But they're like not being themselves. Like, they're playing like a character. Like, it's like, I am the one that likes to do math, or like, I am the one that is scared of everything. Like, there's like a concept to each person, and it makes it really fun because they always are like awkward, but so like they deliver,
Yeah.
It's so good.
So yeah, we've been enjoying Boy Mansion, and that's really like all that we can talk about for AMPERS&ONE for now. Well, actually, we did watch one other content piece from AMPERS&ONE so far, which was a little like, I don't remember what it was called. The thing where they, got the slips of paper and they
do
had
like
to
a little
compete
challenge
against someone else. Yeah.
It's like behind. It's like on set day. Everyone has to do a challenge.
Yeah. So we watched that. That was interesting.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. So that's probably going to be it, though. We've covered all of the current events that we can think of that were for groups that we, would be keeping up with. Like, maybe there were some other current events, but we missed it because we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Take it away, Rise. RYZ Rise.
# rise to the top.
That's right.
You can leave us a comment on YouTube, and you can tell us, why don't you tell us some comebacks you're looking forward to? Maybe you can comment that. Just tell us if you enjoyed the current events episode or anything. I don't know. Just
fair.
Just say hello. I don't know. Like this video if you enjoyed it and you're listening on YouTube. And while you're there, if you're not already, I don't really know why you wouldn't be, but if you're not, you can subscribe to BlushCat on YouTube and turn on notifications. And also, please follow BlushCat on Spotify, and you save our K-pop playlists to your library. Why not, right? Actually, by the time this episode is out, there will be a new K-pop playlist on the Spotify profile for BlushCat, and it's the Lucky playlist, and that is going to consist of not many songs, honestly. It's like our shortest playlist so far, but it is K-pop songs that have Lucky in the title, K-pop songs that have Gold in the title, and K-pop songs that have Clover in the title.
I wonder why. I wonder what the theme is for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the inspiration behind that one?
Yeah, so that'll be out, and so you can go ahead and listen to that.
Yeah, check it out.
Remember to stay meowing, everybody. Use the hashtag RYZ, rise. That's like I'm saying hashtag rise to the top, but you want to spell it RYZ. So hashtag rise to the top to support me. Hashtag BlushCat to support the podcast. You can support Devin by subscribing to her channel, Devin Christie.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's just throw in the promo. And that's it for today.
I hope everyone enjoyed listening to our current events. We will come back with one of these someday again when we've got more current events.
This has been Rise
and me. Bye.
Meow 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 meow.